Yes! Hey guys, my name's Ezra and welcome back to another weekly comic pull list video. I've been a bit out of touch with my pull list videos of late, so I do apologise. There is a reason for that, which I may explain in another video. But let's crack on, and this is for the pull list of Wednesday, the 1st of July, and we're starting off with an awesome comic which I picked up, which was We Stand on Guard by Brian K. Vaughan, obviously a fantastic writer. For those of you who don't know, he does write Saga, which is a fantastic comic which you guys should definitely go out and pick up and research yourselves because it is that good. So this is We Stand on Guard, and this is set in Canada. That's not how it goes, is it? Canada. No, I'll stop there. This is set in Canada, and it's very pro-Canadians. So the first part of this comic is very intense. So it's set in Ottawa and it revolves around a family right at the start of the comic, and they're all having a nice jolly time and they're watching the news and quite a big event has happened. And I can tell you this is probably on the first page of the comic, whereby Washington gets attacked, so the White House actually gets attacked. This kind of sparks off a war. There's a big event that happens in the next few pages where something huge happens caused by America. I'm not going to ruin it. And then the events kind of unfold from there, and then it skips on into the future, and we follow the daughter of the family right at the very start, and it skips ahead in time and see how she's actually surviving in Canada post this big event. Now, typically in the first issue of this, Brian K. Vaughan has put a lot of things into this story right to begin with. It's very action-packed. You get a bit of emotional intensity with their history and her family, which is great, and a bit more emotionally intense scenes later on in the comic when she meets kind of a group of ragtag bunch of people. Fantastic comic. It's kind of going to be kind of like a wartime comic where I think there's going to kind of be an element of KSA guerrilla warfare. And the art style, again, is fantastic. Really, really enjoying this so far. Really detailed, actually, and the colours are really nice as well. They work. They're not too intense. They're not too kind of bold, and they're a bit more kind of dulled down. I urge you to go and pick it up if there are any back issues kind of lying around in store. Don't miss it. Get on board with this right from the off, guys. Okay, so next we have a comic called The Disciples. So this is something that I picked up off the shelf and I knew nothing about it really. I had a quick flick through and could see it's kind of sci-fi, so I thought why not give it a go. The Disciples doesn't really seem to have much going on from the offset. It seems to be about a freelance spacefaring crew who kind of take jobs on as they go. You can imagine it a bit, say, maybe like Firefly in that respect. But the difference is they're not kind of that mischief kind of bunch in this. This kind of seems a bit more serious and dark in the background. So as I said, not much happens in this first issue, to be honest. They seem to take on a job whereby they have to go and rescue some girl from a coven or a cult somewhere on another planet. And something weird kind of happens right at the end of this comic. But the whole scene that's set from the beginning of this is just them kind of traveling around, meeting some people. Nothing really much happens in this, and it's why I can't really give you a great feel for the comic. It's sci-fi, it's about a crew who takes on a job. That's pretty much all I can say, and something weird happens at the end. I don't think I will be picking up issue number 2 of this. The art is okay. It seems a little bit maybe rough, but again, there's nothing wrong with that at all in any way. I'm completely on board with these kind of things. Again, I think it's just because of the lackluster story to begin with. It's not something I will be picking up, unfortunately. So that's The Disciples issue number 1, and that's by Black Mask. So if you want to go pick that up, make sure to ask about that in your local comic book store. So next we have Arcadia issue number 3. I haven't actually got around to reading this yet, which is a bit of a shame. Unfortunately, I did not have it on my pull list, which I was gutted about. I don't know why I didn't. So I didn't pick up issue number 2. It's on back order at the moment, so as soon as I get it, I will be giving it a good read. If you've already read it, please make sure to comment down below and let me know what you think. Don't ruin it for me, just give me the general, is it good, is it bad? I'll be reading this as soon as I can and giving you guys my impression. Finally, we have Broken World, issues number 1 and 2, and I picked this up purely because I really enjoyed cover art on these. They look fantastic. What is this about? This is about a kind of Armageddon style story whereby the world is coming to an end and a comet is actually coming down and is going to smash into Earth and kill everyone. Humanity is in this kind of exodus where they're all moving up into space via these shuttles, and there are kind of a last group of people that are left on the planet, and those that say have killed or have charges against them or are criminals, they're actually going to be left down on Earth to die, unfortunately. And I'd say a bit of mayhem is breaking loose on Earth when it's coming near to the end of time. It follows a lady who is left very close to the end of this, trying to get up and see her family who have already got up to space. There is a bit of backstory as to why she's left down here so long, and actually why. It delves into a bit of that backstory and is actually quite interesting because not all is what it seems to be. Now, she's a university lecturer, so she lectures these children who are also left down on Earth. And issue 1 branches very nicely into issue number 2 in terms of what happens with this comet. The story essentially still follows this lady trying to get off Earth and get up to see her family. There's also a cult that's come up around the issue of the Earth coming to an end with this comet, and is actually taking quite a strong foothold within society, unfortunately. And this lady is kind of really against it, and they're actually kind of being very pushy and trying to get people on board with their ideas. So that is actually quite interesting as well, and I think that's going to play quite a big part in the future. But essentially, yeah, it's just following her trying to get up to her family in space. It's really enjoyable so far. I would actually recommend maybe picking up issue 1 if you can still find one lying around, because it has been a really good read. And the art style is actually really nice. It wasn't something which I enjoyed to begin with, but actually as we've gone on, it's something which I am really enjoying now, so I'm really happy that I have picked this up. So that's Broken World issues number 1 and number 2. That pretty much wraps up my pull list for July the 1st. Thank you ever so much for watching again, guys. Make sure to hit that subscribe button down there, comment down below if you liked the video, and also like the video if you have enjoyed it. My name has been Ezra, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.